Oh no. So you lost touch with your body. Maybe you never even were in touch with your body. Maybe you didn't move in a really long time. Life happened. Perhaps illness happened. And now you don't even feel like moving. But you know you should. But don't worry, that happens to everyone. I know it happens to me. And I know how difficult it can be to start moving, start coming back to your body, back to some exercise, some practice. But what I found out from my own experience that in this situation I have to pretend in front of myself that I'm not even going to do anything. It looks like this. Oh, a yoga mat. I might just take a little nap here and rest. Are you still with me? Great. Now pause the video here, fall over your carpet or yoga mat, bring a bolster or a blanket is fine, and let's meet right here. So, coming back into the body, let's get cozy. Let's get cozy, cozy, cozy. So let's bring this bolster or the blanket. You can roll up a blanket in a sausage and bring it under your knees. Maybe you can bring a pillow or something else underneath your head just to feel cozy and grounded. Knees wide, soles of the feet touch. And bring one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. And make an agreement with yourself right now that this will be a time just to tune in, just to observe without any judgment. No critical voice, whatever. It's just a coincidence that we ended up on this mat. We're not even exercising. Take this moment to turn the focus inwards. I find this posture to be really grounding and soothing. Just feeling my belly rise and fall as I breathe. Feeling the heartbeat underneath my left hand. Have you tuned in? Good. Now we will move to a breathing exercise that is very simple and very nice. So with your inhale, start inhaling first into your belly, then the air travels into your ribcage, and lastly into the chest. And as you exhale first from the chest, then from the ribcage, and then from the belly. Inhale belly, chest, ribcage, the other way around. Exhale chest, ribcage, belly. So you're filling up your core from the bottom up. And you're exhaling from the top to the bottom. And just notice how good it feels to breathe deeply. How simple it is and how wonderful it feels. With your next inhale, you can slowly bring the knees together. You can push away the bolster. And then hug the knees towards the chest. And give yourself a little squeeze here. And as you squeeze, you feel all the tension from your lower back release. I always like to rock myself side to side. I find it's a really nice massage. But maybe stillness is what suits you better. Mm, this feels perfect. I'm totally starting my period in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this exercise feels really good for me as well. Whoops, did I say exercise? No. This random laying on the mat. Give yourselves a nice tight little squeeze. I will remove this thing from underneath my head. And I can grab onto your knees and start circling them up and around. Lubricating those hip joints. Stay playful, curious. Maybe you want to stretch out the legs. Maybe you want to just hug yourself and rest. I want to let you know that in whatever moment this class becomes too confronting or you start to feel resistance, pause it, do something else, and come back to it tomorrow. When I have a long pause of doing yoga, I usually cannot even finish one class. Don't feel bad about it. It's totally normal. And now bring the soles of your feet together, diamond shape with your legs. Reach out for the pinky side of each foot. And as you glide the shoulder blades towards the mat, you press the feet towards your belly, knees spiral out. I always like to rock myself on these supine postures because it's nice. A few more breaths here. And when you're ready, you can let go of the feet, roll onto one of your sides, and make your way up to seated. We'll meet in the easy pose, cross-legged pose. You can take a blankie and slide it underneath your bum. Just underneath the tip of your bum. Okay. And let's start with some nice circles of the shoulders. Be really slow and intentional with your movement. This class is not about doing perfect alignment or anything. It's just feel it out. Now I'm having goosebumps from this movement, so I know I'm doing it right. It should feel good. And head circles. I usually don't go all the way back. I just feel like this tilt here is too much for me. So do what feels good, but I usually don't teach to go back. Only half circle from side to side. Maybe it will feel good to interlace your fingers, place it on the back of your head, curl the spine and let the elbows drop. Wonderful. Inhale, roll up, open the chest, lift the gaze. And exhale, curl it in. Inhale, roll up, open the elbows, lift the gaze. And exhale, curl it in. With the next inhale, come back to seated. And then left arm rises. Nice side stretch. Take any side stretch that feels good. Either opening the chest towards the sky, or you can even close down the chest. I usually like to keep my chest open here. Whatever floats your boat. They usually say don't tip over, don't lift the left butt. But if that's what you want to do today, do it. Now I'm doing it. Inhale to center. Exhale the other way. Stretch. Inhale towards center. And exhale. Fold. Wherever it is that you fall, that's perfect. Inhale, rise up. Place the hands behind you, fingertips point towards you, and just switch the crossings of your legs. So we usually have a preference, just as we have with this. The other way feels weird. The same goes with the legs. One way just feels a bit more weird. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze, and exhale, fold. With the next inhale, we start coming back up. Well, let's make our way to tabletop. If your knees feel tender, you can keep a blanket underneath the knees. Otherwise, knees on the mat, hands on the mat, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And now just bring your awareness to your spine, to the muscles around your spine, around your core. Maybe this will be too weird, but try to find what feels good here. It can be cat-cow, so you're lifting the chest, tucking the tailbone in, classic cat-cows. But maybe you want to explore a bit of different movement. For me, this feels really good now when I let my head drop, press the mat away, and then I just lift up and down my hips. This is what I want to do now, so this is what I'm doing. What it is that you're doing, let me know in the comments. No, but that means that you should stop this video. No, don't let me know in the comments. Well, walk your hands forward, and again shift your weight forward, let your pelvis land, bend into the elbows, let your upper body land. Bring your feet wide, knees spiral in, heels spiral out. So spiraling out the heels, that will protect your lower back. Also having the feet while wide will protect your lower back. Bring your hands in the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Then slowly rise into a baby cobra. Tiny lift. Just feel into it. And exhale, unravel. Hands come underneath the shoulders, toes tucked. Tuck and lift back up to tabletop. Inhale here. Exhale, lift the knees up. And let's hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome! And glide it back to down dog. So down dog is at first a bit of a tricky position, but once you nail it, once you understand the energetical alignment, it starts to feel really nice. And it becomes one of your favorites. At least that happened with me. So right now, any position, any alignment that you have here, even if your back is really curled in, whatever, just shift the weight from left to right, tenderize, stretch it out, maybe just keeping the legs straight and swaying hips side to side. That also feels really good. And we meet in stillness. With the next inhale, lift the heels, shift forward to a high plank. And then slowly drag that right foot in between your hands, lower the left knee down, untouch the toes. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, sink the hips down and forward. You're doing great. I always like to reconnect back to my breath when I'm here. Smoothing it out, equal inhales and exhales. One more inhale here. Exhale, shift your pelvis on top of the left knee. So this is in one line. And then fall forward. Wherever your hands land, that's perfect. Maybe the ground feels really far away from you, then you can reach for a wall or for a piece of furniture or for a yoga block. If you have one, you can have them here. Flex the toes towards you. Inhale here. Try to find a bit of a length in the spine, and exhale, gentle fold. Relax the muscles on your face here. The more you relax the face muscle, the more your entire body relaxes. Inhale, gaze forward. Bend back into that right knee. Frame your foot. Tuck the toes. Lift your left kneecap up and step it back to down dog. Really nice. Inhale. Lift the heels, ripple forward, high plank. Then go drag that left knee towards the chest and step your left foot forward. Lower the right knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale to sink. Coming back to that breath, still pressing the hips down and forward. See if you can soften in all areas of your body where you don't have to be holding tension. Inhale, shift the weight on top of the right knee. Flex the left toes towards you. Find length in the spine. And then exhale to fold. If your mind is racing here, then the sensation you feel in your hamstring, allow that be your centering tool. So really focusing on that sensation so much that it starts to dissolve. Inhale, gaze forward, shift the weight back on top of the left foot, frame the foot, tuck the right toes, lift the right kneecap up, and step it back to down dog. Inhale, lift both heels. Exhale, bend the knees, glide the heels back to the mat. Full expression of down dog this time. See if you can press the mat down and away with your hands. Doing this will really nicely lengthen your spine. Then sink the heels into the mat, reach the tailbone high. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. And start walking your legs forward. You can keep the knees super bent. And we meet in forward fold. You can find a bind of the elbows. And just bounce your upper body here a bit. Last exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale all the way up. Hands travel with you. And then exhale, hands in front of the heart. One inhale here. And exhale, fold. Forward fold. Inhale here. And exhale, step it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, slowly lower the knees down at the exact same time. Then untuck the toes, come to seated on heels. Collect your hands in the lap. When you're ready, you can blink open the eyes and come to seated. If sitting on the floor is too uncomfortable for you, feel free to sit in a chair. Take a nice comfortable seat. Close down your eyes. And now I want you to shift your awareness to your bones. In any way that makes sense for you, see yourself as a skeleton. Can you feel all those bones that make you? Can you feel your skeleton? Think about your bones. They are there inside you. And even though strange, send them some love. In any way that makes sense for you now. And around those bones, all that connective tissue, joints and ligaments, connecting our muscles to the bones. Can you tap into those muscles? Imagine yourself as this suit of muscles. Say hello to them. And inside those muscles, rivers of veins, rivers of blood flowing through you. Say hello. Greet them. Maybe a little bit of gratitude. And covering it all, our skin. Our skin that breathes, our skin that is this barrier between external world and us, whatever that means. Bring awareness to your skin. Perhaps feel the nice cool air or warm air on your skin. Your hair, your clothes on the skin. Say hello to your skin. And as you sit here, you consist of all the elements, your bones, like earth, the solid foundation, your muscles, the fire, the force that moves you forward, your veins, your blood, the ever-flowing river within you, your skin, breathing the air, nourishing you with oxygen,